Hey everybody, this is me, Piglet here, and I'm Rarity here. Hey everyone, and every pony out there, or brownies if you will, and we are back from the Maxi Toys, and welcome back to more Let's Play of Mario Kart DS from the Nintendo DS. So last time we actually did claim a gold trophy once again in the Flower Cup in 150cc, and today for this episode we're about to continue on and move it on to Star Cup next. So for this particular cup we're going to be using... I don't know what character we can actually use though. I'm pretty sure that we might actually go ahead and say no. I think we might actually select Mario for this video because obviously that we already play as Toad and Luigi from earlier on, and now this time it's Mario's time to shine. So I thought it was worth mentioning from that part. So the only cards he actually uses is on that three cards department, which are B Dasher and the standalone cards, and especially the Shooting Star. Which I believe that the B Dasher will actually make the reappearance, and I believe it was on Mario Kart 7, I think. And I'm presuming Mario Kart 8 as well, as a part of the cards part. But that's just how it is. But for this particular cards we'll be using is the standard card, so we figure why the heck not. So here we are on to the Star Card, which we consist of DK Pass, Tick-Tock Clock, Mario Circuit, and Airship Fortress. So the first course we're about to be hitting to Star Cup, and that was DK Pass, which this course makes a comeback, will be at Mario Kart 7 in the form of, I'm pretty sure it might be Leaf Cup, as far as I'm concerned about that already. So yeah, so for DK Pass it might be a little bit trickier sometimes, at least for some first time players who actually experience with this course in general. But the reason being for that is because the main premise of this level right here is that we need to dodge a lot of snowballs coming from the mountainside. And one thing you might actually notice something is the fact that there is actually a special well-hidden item box which actually contains some special items, mainly likely the mushrooms and especially the star most likely, which it might be seems out of place for that item box, but at the same time it might be really handy for you if you actually just to use... Oh, what the world? I just actually missed the chance to actually just to hit Toad, but I'm guessing he managed to do the aerial dodge. I'm presuming that's where this is going. So as you expected though, much like Flippy Snowflake, or in this case I can't remember exactly what the snow level in Mario Kart 64 was, but it's a bit like how it does it from the track from Mario Kart 64, that if you get hit by a snowman or whatever, or in this case Mr. Blizzard if you might as well be, you'll manage to take a hit and you'll manage to lose your item. Really? 2 blue shells. Oh wow, we actually did not get a 2-hit combo after all that. Unlike how it does in Mario Kart Wii, that I'm assuming that you actually get a 2-hit combo. Which I'm assuming that I had some experiences of Mario Kart Wii from the unfair AI for that department, or the rubber banding AI for that little item system and stuff. But anyway though, so if you get hit by a snowball and whatever, if you come towards this little sequence, especially near the midway point of this level, I'm assuming you lose your items as well. So unlike how it does in, I'm assuming in Mario... I forget. Seriously, another blue shell! I have no idea why blue shells are constantly spamming all over the place in this cup. I'm guessing it's because I don't know why this mainly due to the fact there's all blue shell mayhem, but usually that's how I find. So anyway, so for the most part though, this track is not too bad. It might be pretty tricky sometimes if you actually be doing this on 150cc and even mirror mode especially, because snowballs might catch you off guard, and also judging by the fact the snowman will also catch you off guard at points. But there we go, we managed to claim first place in DK Pass. I'm quite surprised at how this track will actually make its return in Mario Kart 7 eventually, until it gets to Leaf Cup especially. Anyways, we're now moving on into one of my favorite tracks in the game, Tick-Tock Clock. And I'm glad about this track will all make a comeback in Mario Kart 8 in the form of the Lightning Cup. So yeah, because the Tick-Tock Clock will actually be racing inside the clock, which is pretty cool. I know we've seen the this particular stage before in Super Mario 64, but as for the racetrack, it was actually pretty intense and also quite epic from when we actually raced down to the Tick-Tock Clock. And the thing is though, is the fact that In this particular design of the background, as you can see, that it heavily takes place as it does it for it borrows the same visual standpoint from Super Mario 64, most likely DS, most likely, because Super Mario 64 DS was supposed to be a launch title for the Nintendo DS, and then this game came out a year later after Super Mario 64 DS came around, so they decided to actually just to make this particular Tick-Tock Clock level a actual track, which is pretty interesting and quite awesome at the same time. Now, as far as compared to Mario Kart 8's version, which appears in Lightning Cup, it has a lot of potential about this, all clock heavy. Like, it's the actual environment on that Tick-Tock Clock in Mario Kart 8, to me, I found this really realistic at first. But then once you actually just notice something, is that there are quite a lot of clock elements. Although the only difference is that in Mario Kart DS version of Tick-Tock Clock, there's no bottomless pits on this little central clock right here. Whilst in Mario Kart 8 there is. So another thing worth mentioning though is that another noticeable difference is that there was actually, you know, the hang gliding section in Mario Kart 8, whilst in this game does not have it. Yeah, which is probably makes it more doubtful rarity, because, you know, since this is 2005 when this game came out, but even then though, at the moment, that now this game was now released for over 11 years old in that time, to be exact, so I thought it's worth mentioning. And committed suicide again! I still have no idea why I just do that, because I always attempt to do that. Even though you did the same thing and you did it from Swimrich. Now we move on to Mario Circuit, which strangely enough though, the only Mario Kart installment that Mario Circuit appears way later compared to how it does in the previous games. Granted, in Super Mario Kart, that you get like Mario Circuit from the get-go, although there are multiple versions on Mario Circuit. And then on Mario Kart 64 Mario Raceway, that it appears in the Flower Cup. And I think in Mario Circuit it actually appears in Flower Cup in Super Circuit. And then, oh wow, we didn't clearly see what is going on in our image. But yeah, if you attain the Boo, you can actually nab your items. So yeah, it's kind of worth knowing for. So yeah, it's pretty interesting for that items introduced. Although I think it's already oh no, I think it's oh frick. Sorry for a bit of a confusion aside of things, but I'm pretty sure that the Boo made his first appearance in the item system wise will have to be Mario Kart 64. Or else they appears into this game, and I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, it won't able to reappear in the later installments in Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 7. But anyway, back into what we were saying about the Mario Circuit wise, that in Mario Kart Double Dash, that Mario Circuit will actually appears in the Flower Cup, just like in the other games. And then also that for some reason in this game that it makes Mario Circuit appears a little bit later compared to even though originally I was supposed to bring out it on the Flower Cup to begin with. But unfortunately, although fortunately though, it actually appears in a Star Cup instead. So I don't know why they actually do that, but anyway, I thought it was worth mentioning. And then in Mario Kart Wii, that you'll actually make Mario Circuit on Nintendo Wii, it made its appearance in Flower Cup, and then also the same likes of Mario Kart 7, and then also recently Mario Kart 8. So, of all the Mario Kart installments, is that Mario Circuit on the DS counterpart appears a bit late. I know it's a bit inconsistency, but still, it's not the game's fault, it just says how weird it is. But anyway though, and I got burned by the piranhas. So as far as Mario Circuit is concerned, it's pretty straightforward basically. And much like how it does in Royal Raceway from Mario Kart 64, is that you can see the Princess Peach's castle in the background, and the same goes for the likes of Mario Kart 7, and as well as Mario Kart Wii, and then Mario Kart 8 especially. Although unfortunately though, between these games however, you can't actually explore the Peach's castle unlike Royal Raceway from Mario Kart 64. And I believe it's also the same with the likes of Mario Kart Double Dash as well. So I thought it was worth mentioning. And now we move on to the next and final course in Star Cup, which was Airship Fortress. And this track also makes a debut again until, in this case, we'll be able to manage to get the comeback ever since when Mario Kart 7 came around, but it takes the form of the Lightning Cup especially. So yeah, there's quite a lot of DS tracks makes a return in Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 7 in Mario Kart 8. But let's hope if Mario Kart 9 will actually be revealed on Nintendo Switch. And then it will actually try to reveal some last few DS tracks, more likely Mario Circuit, I'm presuming, and as well as I was expecting if I was going to be hoping for DLC of Mario Kart 9, or even the Mario Kart 8's final DLC pack, although I don't know about that yet, because even then Nintendo Switch will actually be closer towards its approach upon releasing for that part. And also that, sadly though, that the Wii U production is now going to an end, or in this case going to close, because I believe that the Wii U sold out tremendously in worldwide, I'm assuming. Although I may be wrong about that, but even then, we still find the Wii U to be a quite good console. But unfortunately, though, that due to the ridiculous name, and also due to the weaker selling compared to Nintendo Wii, which Nintendo Wii, as far as the Nintendo consoles are concerned, is probably the best looking, best selling wise for the Nintendo console department. Yeah, because of Wii Sports Bundle, that the Wii Sports Bundle is actually selling up to a ridiculous amount of prices. Which, as far as I'm concerned, is probably the best selling video games of all time. Because it usually just comes bundled with the Wii itself. But unfortunately though, when it comes to Mario games on the Wii U, that I'm presuming Paper Mario Color Splash, I'm concerned anyway, that it will definitely be the final Wii U game on the Mario department, because even though we did pretty fine with the Mario Wii U titles at the moment, although the weakest Mario Wii U game we're about to be, it was probably be Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, because the developers start to get really lazy with that. But anyway though, so yeah, this track is really awesome, just like how it does in Tick-Tock Clock, and especially noticeable you can actually explore and even drive around the Airship Fortress itself, which is pretty cool. Oh, you kidding me? The blue shells is almost directly towards the end. Uh-oh. Bowser, get away from us. Oh, phew. That was actually quite close, despite the fact that if we actually, you know, get shoved off from, Bowser and stuff, we probably ended up screwing us over from that little situation. And there we go, that concludes Star Kart. Pretty interesting Kart, because, well, usually in Tick-Tock Clock, and especially, Airship Fortress, those are, without doubt, one of the greatest tracks. So yeah, I was hoping for the last few Mario Kart DS tracks, more likely the Mario Circuits, Rainbow Road especially, and even Bowser's Castle. And I'm assuming we only got 5. Oh yeah, we'll talk more into that in the next video. And we got 2 star rankings on the Star Cup, which is actually pretty cool, despite the blue shells involved. But anyway, so join me and Rarity next time on Let's Play Mario Kart DS. We're about to be moving on into this special cup is next. So yeah, so see you guys next time. Later fellas. See you guys then. Ciao.